After two back-to-back grand summits, one in Alaska and the second at the White House, all eyes now turn to President Donald Trump and how he handles a war that has left a country ravaged and another in the fear of unknown severe consequences. 2 days after Trump-Putin summit in Alaska, the US president posted on Truth Social a big day at the White House on Monday. Soon after, major European leaders, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, French President Emmanuel Macron, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, NATO General Secretary Mark Rutte, Finnish President Alexander Stubb, and President of the European Commission Ursula von der Leyen attended a Trump-Zelensky summit at the White House to raise concerns on security guarantees for Ukraine.
There'll be a lot of help. When it comes to security, there's going to be a lot of help. It's going to be good. They are first line of defense because they're there. They're Europe. But we're going to help them out also. We'll be involved.
Post the meeting, President Trump dialed his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin and discussed the idea of raising the level of representatives in a 40-minute call. Kremlin, which confirmed the call, did not specify what the raising of level at meetings meant.
In this phone call, Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump supported the idea of continuing direct talks between Russian and Ukrainian delegations. The idea was discussed that it would be worthwhile to explore the possibility of raising the level of representatives from the Ukrainian and Russian sides, that is, those representatives participating in the mentioned direct negotiations.
Earlier, a conversation of President Trump with French President Macron was caught on hot mic regarding Putin's will to make a deal.
Yeah, set up a trilateral. Yeah.
Where do you want to do?
I think he wants to make a deal. I think he wants to make a deal. You understand that? As crazy as it sounds. Just sit down. Sit down, everybody. I think we'll let the press come in for a minute. Please.
Yeah.
How's the game doing? All right? Are you good? You look fantastic.
A day after leaders rallied in the White House in support of the Ukrainian president, French President Emmanuel Macron attended a video call with the European leaders. The video call, chaired by European Council President Antonio Costa, followed a coalition of the willing call, which Macron attended as well. The meetings, which are being seen as positive and hope for the return of peace, seems high.
At first, Russia suggested a bilateral Ukraine-Russia meeting. At first and then trilateral. So as I said, we are ready for any formats at the level of leaders because only at the leaders level can we solve all those complicated and painful issues. At least for us, they are important and painful. That's why I confirmed, and all the European leaders supported me, that we are ready for a bilateral meeting with Putin, and after that we count on a trilateral meeting. The question will be about how the bilateral meeting will go.
Trump said for a speedy resolve to the Russia-Ukraine conflict would set up a direct meet between Putin and Zelensky, followed by a trilateral meet in which he would take part. Though Trump has stressed on a complete solution to the war and not a temporary ceasefire, he has also said that Zelensky could end the war almost immediately if he ceded Crimea and gave up on his dream of not joining the NATO. Russia occupies around a fifth of Ukraine, and US President has said land swapping and changes to territory will be crucial for any settlement. The Kyiv International Institute of Sociology says in an opinion poll it conducted in June showed that 68% of those questioned opposed the idea of officially recognizing some parts of occupied land as Russian, while 24% are open to this. Bureau Report, India Today.